What happens when a foldable phone starts to look and feel like a regular phone? That's exactly what Samsung seems to be aiming for with the Galaxy Z Fold 7, and based on the latest leaks, this could be their sleekest and most user-friendly foldable yet. With Samsung's Unpacked event expected on July 9th in New York City, we're starting to see more leaks show up, and they're giving us a good idea of what to expect. One thing is already clear: Samsung's goal this year is all about making the Fold thinner, lighter, and better to use in everyday life. A fresh set of renders, shared by Android Headlines, shows the Galaxy Z Fold 7 in two colors, jet black, and a new shade called Blue Shadow. That blue version might be the signature color for Samsung's upcoming lineup, as it's also been spotted on the next Galaxy Watch Ultra. But while the colors are nice to look at, the real excitement is about the new design. According to the leaks, the Z Fold 7 could measure around 4.5 millimeters in thickness when unfolded. To give you some context, last year's Galaxy Z Fold 6 measured 5.6 millimeters unfolded, so we're talking about a noticeable reduction. This isn't just a small design tweak. It changes how the phone feels in your pocket, in your hand, and when you're using it with one hand. Besides slimming down, the phone is also expected to get bigger displays. The outer cover screen, which is the one you use when the phone is closed, may grow from 6.3 inches to 6.5 inches. Meanwhile, the inner foldable screen is said to increase from 7.6 inches to a massive 8.2 inches. That's a big jump and could make a real difference when it comes to watching videos, working on the go, or even just reading. A wider screen also means fewer compromises when switching from a regular phone experience to a more tablet-like view. Samsung has been teasing this thinner form factor in recent social media posts, so the focus on design isn't just rumor, it's something the company clearly wants people to notice. The Z Fold 7 might also be significantly lighter than the Fold 6, though the exact weight hasn't been confirmed yet. This could be great news for anyone who's been turned off by how heavy foldables can feel. A lighter and thinner foldable might finally be the push some people need to consider switching to this form factor. It also makes sense from a practical point of view. If Samsung wants more people to use foldables every day, they need to make sure these phones are easy to carry and use for long periods. Bulky foldables might grab attention, but thin and light ones are what people are more likely to stick with. And that seems to be the direction Samsung is taking with the Galaxy Z Fold 7, making it more comfortable without taking away the large screen and flexible design that make it special in the first place. This year's upgrade could end up being one of the most important ones in the Fold series. Not because of flashy new features, but because Samsung is finally refining what a foldable phone should feel like. A big screen that fits easily in your pocket, a tablet experience without the bulk, a foldable that doesn't feel like a prototype anymore. And if the final product matches what these leaks are showing, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 might be the foldable that wins over more people than ever before. If you're looking forward to Samsung's next big release and want to stay updated with the latest leaks, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button. We'll be covering all the news before and after the Unpacked event, so don't miss out.
Ever feel like smartphone batteries just aren't getting any better no matter how expensive the phone is? Well, if you've been waiting for Samsung to finally fix that with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, we've got some news, and it's not great. Let's rewind a bit. When we think about premium smartphones, we expect top performance, amazing cameras, and long battery life. But Samsung seems to be stuck in one place, especially when it comes to battery power. According to a trusted source, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to come with the same 5,000 mAh battery we've seen in past Ultra models. Yep, no big upgrade. In fact, even if there is an increase, it's said to stay under 5,400 mAh. Samsung hasn't really made major changes in this area for years. Part of the reason might be their cautious approach after the Galaxy Note 7 issues, where battery problems caused serious damage to the brand's image. Since then, they've been playing it safe, but maybe a little too safe. While Samsung takes baby steps, other phone makers, and especially Xiaomi and Oppo, are charging ahead. Some of their phones already have 7,000 mAh batteries, and they're using newer, denser battery tech that allows for bigger capacity without making the phone thick or heavy. Samsung, on the other hand, is not only sticking to smaller batteries, they're also keeping the same old charging speeds. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to offer 45-watt wired charging. That might have been okay a few years ago, but now we're seeing phones that support up to 120 watts. That's nearly 3 times faster. It's not just about tech limitations. A big reason is market competition. Brands like Xiaomi and Vivo aren't as big in the United States, where Samsung, Apple, and Google are more dominant. So there's less pressure for them to make quick changes. Even Apple is focusing more on software than battery size. Instead of giving you a bigger battery, they're working on something called Apple Intelligence, which is supposed to help save power through smart system tweaks. But let's be honest, we all know a bigger battery would be the better solution. The situation is even worse for other Samsung models. The Galaxy S25 Edge reportedly comes with just 3,900 mAh, and the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7 is said to have a 4,400 mAh battery. For foldables and large displays, that's just not enough. So here we are again, another Ultra phone, another year, and the same battery complaints. While the hardware in Samsung phones keeps improving in other areas, battery life and charging speed just don't seem to be a priority. And that's disappointing, especially when people are paying premium prices. If Samsung wants to stay ahead, it might be time to stop playing it safe and start offering what users actually want. A phone that lasts longer and charges faster. What do you think? Are you okay with the same battery again in the Galaxy S26 Ultra, or is this finally the deal breaker? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more tech updates. Explained the easy way. Thanks for watching. Could Samsung be planning to surprise everyone by launching a cheaper foldable phone alongside its premium model this July? A recent leak has added fuel to the speculation that the Galaxy Z Flip FE, Samsung's more budget-friendly foldable, might be unveiled at the same time as the Galaxy Z Flip 7. If this rumor turns out to be accurate, the upcoming Unpacked event could end up being far more exciting than anyone expected. Until now, the general belief was that Samsung would delay the launch of a fan edition for its foldables, just like it usually does with the Galaxy S series. Typically, fan edition models come out months after the main release to avoid hurting sales of the premium versions. That strategy has worked in the past, helping Samsung cater to both high-end and more cost-conscious customers without overlap. But things might be changing. Tech tipster Max Jambor recently shared that Samsung is producing the Z Flip FE alongside the Z Flip 7 and Z Fold 7. This is a strong hint that the more affordable foldable may launch at the same time as its more expensive siblings. If these models are being built together, it's very likely that they're being prepared for a joint release. Another sign pointing to an earlier launch is that demo units of these foldables have already entered production. This step usually means that Samsung is getting ready to stock retail stores shortly after the launch. So, if this leak holds true, we might actually see the Z Flip FE in stores as early as July, something that wasn't expected until later this year. As of now, Samsung hasn't officially confirmed